A good day to everyone. Thank you for tuning in on today's review. Rajoelina's re-election as president is confirmed by a high court in Madagascar. Worldwide demonstration against Israel's war and in support of the Palestinian people. Rwandan plan won't be blocked by a foreign court, according to Rishi Sunak. Kenya leads the way in the success of the malaria vaccine. On to the details. Following a controversial vote 2 weeks ago, President Andry Rajoelina of Madagascar was re-elected with a confirmation of the Constitutional Court. With 59% of the vote, Rajoelina was able to win a third term. Notwithstanding the opposition party's boycotts and the low turnout of 46%, the court rejected the opposition's claims regarding the validity of the vote. Out of 13 candidates, 10 withdrew, citing worries about the legitimacy of the election and advising supporters not to cast ballots. The court denied requests to revoke Rajoelina's offer. Sitani and former President Marco Rajoelina, the president's two main opponents, took home 14% and 12% of the vote, respectively. Protests and altercations characterized the election, with the opposition accusing Rajoelina of unfair electoral circumstances. On this International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people, protesters from all over the world have come together to denounce Israel's war on Gaza and demand an end to hostilities. On Wednesday, there were protests in Tokyo, Stockholm, London, Johannesburg, Quezon City, Milan, Manila, Tunis, Tehran, Karachi, Beirut, Harare, and other places. Every year on November 29th, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution on this day in 1947 that called for the partition of Palestine into two states. This day is known as the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people. After the Palestinian organization Hamas attacked southern Israel on October 7th, killing roughly 1,200 people, according to Israeli officials, Israel began a massive military campaign in the Gaza Strip. According to Palestinian health authorities, since then, the air and the ground assault on the small coastal enclave has killed about 15,000 people, including 4,000 women and 6,150 children. Israel and Hamas reached a fragile ceasefire that began on November 24th and was extended by 1 day, according to a statement from mediator Qatar on Thursday. Notwithstanding pressure from a fraction of more moderate conservative MPs to uphold Britain's obligation under international human rights treaties, Rishi Sunak has pledged to allow foreign courts to not prevent Britain from sending asylum seekers to Rwanda. The Rwanda plan was declared illegal by the Supreme Court last month, and the Prime Minister stated on Friday that he was wearing thin from waiting for it. The Prime Minister declared that he would not allow the plan to be halted by international judges, while Tory MPs continued their public spat over whether the UK should overrule the European Convention on Human Rights. At the COP summit in Dubai, Sunak told reporters there should be no more domestic blocks to us putting this program in place. However, I've also made it plain that I won't consent to a foreign court preventing us from taking off. Both the British people and I are running out of patience. As one of the 3 pilot nations involved in the malaria vaccine implementation program, Kenya provides vaccinations to children against malaria using the world's first World Health Organization recommended vaccine, the RTSS vaccine. 331,200 doses of the world's first malaria vaccine, RTSS, which is advised by the World Health Organization, arrived in Yaoundé, Cameroon on Wednesday, November the 22nd. The first delivery of the vaccine to a nation not previously a part of the malaria vaccine pilot program suggests that the highest risk regions of the African continent will soon see a rollout of the vaccine. A child under 5 dies of malaria almost every minute. Globally, there were 247 million cases of malaria in 2021, resulting in 619,000 deaths. 77% of these deaths, most of which occurred in Africa, involved children under the age of 5. The African continent has the greatest malaria burden. In 2021, it will account for 95% of the malaria cases worldwide and 96% of the deaths from the disease. In the upcoming weeks, an additional 1.7 million doses of the RTSS vaccine are anticipated to arrive in Burkina Faso, Liberia, Niger, and Sierra Leone. In the months to come, doses will also be distributed to additional African nations. This is a reflection of the fact that a number of nations are currently finishing up their preparations to incorporate the malaria vaccine into their regular immunization programs. For more comprehensive and detailed information, visit our main sources, African News, Al Jazeera Africa, and The Guardian. See you soon.